Okay, so we left off as PA system came to life, and Vermilion said that yeah, the contact is smuggler is waiting in the hangar. Said the name, and yeah, he's arrived and he's waiting. Fuck the Elder Lich. I'm gonna make my mission to fucking find a good party for Cadis. She's gonna fall in love with fucking Elder. We're gonna do the same fucking thing as they did with that story. As Vindicator Assassin falling in love with Eldar. Because
or you could go with the guard, or you could go with like the fanfic where the guards, caress the Eldar.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do you do?
So I think right now our plan is we tell Maximilian that we're now using him to go onto the planet under the guise of mercenaries to hunt down the other rogue.
Oh no, it's just rogue trader info that we're after another rogue trader, I think.
Yeah.
I'm fixing it. Hold on.
Oh, and he's like, understood. Please give me a little bit more time. If I arrive here officially or like semi-officially, I will need to like go through other channels and inform that it's a matter of like dispute between rogue traders and yada yada yada. So please give me like some more time. And he will bullshit his way through and man, if not for that helmet. But I saw a good fan art of Macha or Maha. How do you pronounce that? Farseer and Taldir too, and they look really good. Anyways, I mean, I'm all up for that. Yeah. So then he does things that we not see. Okay.
I also need to steal armor from one of our actual soldiers.
I'm rolling really consistently, all the 5s. Anyways, that's good enough. So after like 20 minutes, because fuck bureaucracy, unless you find, I mean, you won't be able to find Maximilian himself because he like calls himself like on the bridge and he's like talking very officially. So after 20 minutes he comes out, and then through PA system or in person if you are waiting outside the bridge, he says that, well, it took some convincing and perhaps a small offer of money, but local governor is fine with me dealing with another rock trader. He sounded very surprised that actually there was one on his planet. And well, we didn't discuss much, but he kinda suggested that maybe like he will be like willing to see the body for confirmation or something. Nah, wasn't sure, but for now we have, of course, I hope that you will have some camouflage or not. I mean, not camouflage, but well, the very obvious Inquisition things that you will hide, and then your cover-up story as a mercenary is like almost granted, unless he like. You know that he doesn't want to say you do something stupid because he doesn't want to insult you, but so he's like diplomatically says, well, unless some unexpected things happen, which I hope they won't. And I think I managed to get you the should you require information from like local justicars, police officers and whatnot. Who is that alien elder? In that
No, that's a demonette, it looks like.
Ah, yeah, it's look like Slaanesh. Well, it's like nope. Definitely not possible. It's literally with demons, it's not possible by their very nature. Because they have no fucking restraint. Yeah, anyways, so then he says, well, unless you need something more, I will tell my crew to begin approach to one of the docking areas on planet side.
I believe that's our next step.
Okay, then 10 minutes later and after, well, I guess probably nobody talks with contact, so he's like shrugs, well, sorry for, and obviously previously he's like, sorry for bothering you, and well, whatever, you pay good money, and then he like flies away with his smaller vessel doing his stuff. So yeah, then several minutes later you arrive on one of the docks on Omswold. The great city spires sprawl all around you. Obviously, it's very hard to see through the. You see some vehicles through this very polluted air, and it's like, but just by looking at it, it's pretty clear that nobody who needs to breathe would be able to survive on the outside. Or sometimes it's not even that sure. Like even if you do not breathe, the air itself might be so bad that it's really brutal, like your skin and whatnot. Anyways. So you arrive, obviously, as you exit with Maximilian as a like official. There's like welcoming committee, but like lower level officials, like port authority officer, like some small patrol, and they're just like Maximilian gives them papers, and just look at them, confirm things, and they don't exactly.
And gear was I able to get?
What?
What kind of gear was I able to get from our soldiers, so I'm not running around in my power armor with Inquisition weapons?
Stormtrooper Carapace and
Heliguns at this level would probably be pretty easy too.
And Hellgun, okay. And Hellgun.
Okay. And what armor is Carapace? Is it just 7?
6? Was it?
6.
Yeah,
unless
6.
it's best quality, it's 6.
Okay.
Not best quality, not the worst, but not the best. Sorry.
Good quality.
Just the usual one, the average.
Oh, you have Stormtrooper Carapace.
Okay, and then yeah, like they go through like he's alongside. Just try to keep it contained. We already have like too much trouble, strange happenings and whatnot. We do not need to add too much collateral between two rogue traders going at it. And Maximilian like puts his best like diplomatic face, but of course, believe me, with this specialist behind me, he like gives a reassuring smile. The other guy won't even know what hit him. And then the official just goes, fine, gives back his papers, like writes down some stuff. In the name of the planet governor, here's the writ that you are on official rogue trader business to deal with another rogue trader. Just don't, like, he's not that old, he's rather youngish for an official, and he looks pretty damn tired, and he for a moment he's like safe, and he's just, don't break too much shit, okay? We already have too much trouble as it is. And then he's just like, oh, okay, we're done here, move along, man. And then him with like a small security detail, they go they moving along to different business. Unless somebody stops them or asks about anything, because Vermilion is like happy that paperwork has been done with it with no incident.
So, I guess Mariana would muse at saying, you know, what's strange goings on. Is there something we should expect down there?
And that guy that stops, like, looks around. Listen, there's a... Would Severan Dominate have their own Justicars? Or not Justicars? What's the fucking judge class? Or...
Arbites.
Would they have Arbites of their own?
Yes. It
Or
probably would
some
be
sort
integrated.
of police officer?
What was the question?
Yeah, it'd be integrated with like the Magisterium or whatever they replaced with the Magisterium with.
So he's
So
like...
it'd be more like...
Yeah, so he's like, you have a writ, go to the... And he gives like... pinpoints the location. There is the closest Magisterium or just slash police. They should be able to give you information, assuming they know everything. I just heard that there are some like disappearances, murders happening like in the like, let's just say less exquisite parts of the planet of Spires. Yeah, because the way where you landed is like not the upper echelon, but like middle class, where majority of the ships land, like where the good stuff is, but not the best. And then he's like, "Is that all you need? I'm on a clock here."
I believe that's it.
Yep.
Well, just remember, don't drink too much shit. And then he like goes onward for his business.
All right, so where do we start looking?
I think it was to the Arbites Fortress is where he just pointed us to go.
Less fortress,
Big
more
one.
like I don't know, like section room or something. What the fuck was that?
You've never seen Archer? That was for him telling us what to do. You're not our fucking supervisor.
I like how Case and Lyra are like both. Well, no matter if they're civilians or not, fuck them. They're rebels. Yeah. Anyways,
Shed a single tear for all those who broke the law.
I have plans for
Heartless twat.
it. Yeah. So either you can wait. Like in D&D or Pathfinder, technically you can use diplomacy to gather up information or rumors. So here, I don't know if it works the same way. So you can either go to the place that you were mentioned, so to ask police officers like local arbiters, magisterium, what's going on, or you can try to find out information yourselves.
As a matter of fact, there is a skill you can use to do that same thing. Inquiry.
Yep. So it's up to you.
So can we do like an inquiry check to...
Yes, if you
Collect some
don't, if you want
rumors.
to look for information yourselves, you may. It's challenging, so +0 from me.
Very well. Let's see. Alright. Does anyone else aside from me have inquiry?
I do.
No, I don't.
Roll it. I succeed.
I might. I have basic
I
inquiry.
succeed slightly better.
Although to be
Okay,
fair,
so
with
flat.
less than it's +0 from me. Although to be fair, with less than 1 degree of success, You will learn something, but not too much.
I probably just get told to fuck off whoever I talk to.
Yeah, I imagine it. Somehow you completely miss the fact that this guy is completely drunk out of his ass. Then he looks at you as you ask him about stuff, and he's like, "Piece of shithead," and he doesn't even realize he's talking to a woman.
This bitch.
Motherfucker.
Again, then there's this asshole. But
Like, go fuck a duck or something.
You're just gonna set net
I think
Just
I'll,
Ignatius, your only hope.
100. God, I have.
Use it untrained, bitch.
I can
Exactly.
fate point. I've got 4 still.
Motherfucker, there we go.
that's 0.1. Wow, I can't believe.
Four-
So between us,
15, I needed a
Point 3, point 2, and point 1.
That's not even one full degree of success.
I have charm as well. Hang on, let's get some charm going.
that's funny.
Yes! Fuck
Doing
you! Fuck you!
Okay, so he doesn't mistake you for a woman, for a man.
I find a good person this time, and I can be quite nice when I want to.
No, I guess if we're rolling charm checks.
To be fair, I didn't say you
Nope.
can, but
It's pretty obvious I'm a psyker.
It's a beauty contest, okay? This just got to a higher level than hunting.
Bitch, I will use a fate point to boost up by 2 degrees.
I will do the same.
Ladies,
You wasted a
ladies.
fate point.
I'm just gonna say, in the next session on Omsworld, I'm not gonna give you fate points back because it's the same, still the same part of the same mission.
Yeah.
Ladies, you're both pretty, but we need to be moving on.
Although, I wanted that scene, I had the idea for that scene earlier, but because he rolled 8 degrees of failure, as we are going through
Wow.
information, I assuming you are not going that like in a group, but like you keep in the same like hub area on one section, but you go ask different people or try to hear. And basically what happens to Cadis is that, and at first I'm gonna describe the first situation, but that happens more than once.
I'm
You
imagining
find a
really,
way,
really
you find like this is not a bad like section, but still you stumble upon like very thin, skinny looking people with like not very clean clothes, and they mostly leave you alone, but one like child comes up to you, and obviously is like scared as hell, like with like big teary eyes, and like with 2 hands together, she's like basically asking for like, can you help me or something, like a fuck. She doesn't say can you help me, but like basically ask for
Begging
some
crumbs.
begging for like, I don't know, like a girl, some money or something. And I'm gonna guess that, yeah, because 8 degrees of failure, yeah, Katie's almost like bitch slapped that kid away. Almost. It's up to her, but like I'm gonna say that because of 8 degrees of failure, she did, like her reaction created, not big, but she, like people, like, because obviously this is like the spires are a bustling area. People are going like around, buying stuff, just talking, and they take notice. You basically like create not a theater, like fuck, what's the proper word when you like do something and suddenly like people around
Create
like,
a scene.
yeah, you create a scene, and people took notice of. Okay. As for what you learned, basically, luck has it that in the same spire that you are, on the lower levels, like it's often like it's nothing usual that daily people die by dozen. They are like found because they die of starvation, die between like scam wars, like gang wars. But in the last 2 weeks or something, like it basically correlates with your information when Krieger could have arrived. there is like a spike of disappearances and mutilated bodies, like bodies missing some organs. It's like it was like a sudden spike of it, and it's happening in like lower parts of the spire. So it was like a bad place to be, but now everybody who doesn't need to be there, they're like telling you just, you know, you look pretty armed and dangerous, but like we don't know exactly what's going on, but it's bad shit going now right now, and it's best for you if you like stay away. But it's, you know, your call. That's the gist of what you get.
Sounds like we're going down.
Cool. Let's go then.
I think we're going down in the spires to investigate further of these disappearances and murders that coincide with the arrival of Krieger. See if they take us any closer to him.
Well, you got the section of the area that you can look for, so you are closer, but now the question is, obviously the spires themselves, they are still big, so does anybody have like a bright idea like what to do next? Because obviously if he's there, then obviously he's like in a good hideout, maybe in some deep dark tunnels, but exactly where, for now you do not know yet. But obviously, to give you a short description, it's like the worst favela slum thing.
Are any Arbites down here?
Yeah, down there, the air is not so good. Obviously, there's like almost no police presence at all. If there are some armed people going around, they're like gangsters and like pardoses and like some, like, cause there's like homeless, skinny people on the ground. Some people who like still alive,
Sure.
but they are so fucking
Mariana will approach one of these homeless, skinny people. Don't look too well for themselves.
So he's like,
Hey, at least she doesn't fucking scare children, you heartless wench.
he's like,
They shouldn't have been born on a corrupted and rebellious planet.
She shouldn't have been
At
born.
least she doesn't fuck aliens.
I don't fuck
Hey,
aliens, that's Xanthus.
So you leave me out of this.
Jesus Christ, Kay, this is
You
such,
don't fuck.
Don't throw
Kay, this is
factual
such a
statements
grim
at
derp
me, so they-
edgelord, goddamn.
Hey.
Sorry. So he's like, he can speak, but he like breathing like, and he like
Mariana does have
mercy,
magic.
my lord, and he like reaches out hand to like if he can get some. You don't know if he asks
Sure.
for money or for like water or food.
Sure, I think Mariana has some food. Yes. She will take off her helmet and hold it under her arm, whilst the other hand, whilst afterwards going to go into one of her pouches and offer the man some of her rations. That probably includes some sort of food and drink.
And he blinks,
She
Thank
takes
you,
it,
my lady,
gives
and
it with
he
a
like-
smile.
and he like devours it. he was like really hungry, so he like takes it within like a minute or two. So he
Oh, not at all.
looks grateful.
Now, I was wondering if there's something you could tell me. I've heard about the disappearances within this part of the hive. It is a hive, right? Or is it a spire?
Yeah, it can be considered a hive, like
Okay.
huge spires. Yeah.
Within this part of the hive, missing peoples. Do you know anything about this? I'm not here because you're a suspect. I'm looking into the matter.
He like goes, yes, like I thought there were rumors, but then he like starts explaining that rumors, but then his friend, air quotes, like another like guy that he was talking about, also like homeless or just like a, or maybe ganger, who knows, but he's talking about some man, almost like bumbling, that suddenly they were gone, disappeared, unaware. But
You
I was
see
asking.
who took them?
What?
Did you see who took them?
I thought there were gangers, cloaks. I think one of them had mask. I mean, he went with them. Maybe I wasn't exactly. I don't know, but I mean, if you want to know, maybe others will know more. There is a.
You have any friends around these parts? I have a few more pouches of food and
Well,
a few more pouches of sustenance.
we homeless try to stick together, even if it only helps to survive one more day. Basically, it's like the homeless network from Sherlock Holmes.
Well then, take me to your friends and...
Yeah, he slowly stands up, and he's like, yes.
He puts a helmet back on to keep in comms range.
Follow me. And yeah, then he they lead you to a few others that were apparently grouped around. So yeah, they were they have few more pieces of information, so you can reasonably, with some
I want to ask a couple of questions.
Good perception to find some traces or signs to feel the disturbances. You get the pretty good image where you will be able to find an entrance to hideout of Krieger. But
Okay.
at some go ahead and then I will add my thing.
Oh,